Kani kadai ka Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ka kubor baman kasni, belawan rashapi da ka rupa, ringkat bat ka orange Nissan, lom sopo near Fire Brigade Ground, Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Komisi benta ka jingpun kre ya ke election MP, syakayeng dorbar thawan kari Shalok Sabha, kaban salong mentaus nam arja karkandai, ka Indian National Congress haka arpo artrik mentau benai kelalingkon, kalapan benapat ba ya ka email ID ya ke belaktim kum ka manifesto@nic.in kenang baki Paidbah kinyo alat ban pentep i Jingeh Jongki baki kendo hakisnong ki thau bat kiwe de Jingeh baki kendo kenang bak seng kongres kanla ban penrong haka manifesto mentaus nam shua ke election MP unang yalam jong ka Congress Legislative Party u Dr. Mukul Sangma haka jingkren bar kinong pathai khobor hadien balawai ka jelang haka ningasngi ulai tho baki Paidbah kila ban pha da ka jingtho yaki Jingeh Jongki lengba kani ka email halani ka shua kashitarek jong benai rempang mentaus nam arajar kat khandai.
This whole exercise is designed to ensure that while the Indian National Congress approach the citizens of this great nation and seek mandate during 2019 election and make promises, that time that promises should invariably reflect the aspirations and expectations of the people of this nation, which is again a culmination of aspirations and expectations compiled through exhaustive engagement with all concerned, meaning all the people of this great nation from all walks of life. And in a democracy, whenever there is an election, people always articulate their problems, their grievances, and expect the political party, whoever receives mandate, to address and resolve those concerns and problems in a manner that fulfills the aspirations and expectations of the stakeholders. And therefore, for a political party in the true spirit of democracy, what is important is to do an exhaustive exercise, exhaustive due diligence, to capture all those issues pertaining to the grievances and then also the expectations, aspirations, and reproduce them as part of the promises. Meaning, we promise on behalf of the people in sync with the aspirations and expectations of the people, and after that, we need to ensure effective implementation of those promises that we made during the election. Therefore, the leadership of Indian National Congress has made it abundantly clear to the organization that while we will capture all those issues and appropriately factor them in our party manifesto for 2019 general election, we expect also to receive the mandate of the people, and after receiving the mandate of the people, we stand committed, we stand firmly committed to implement them, unlike other political parties who make promises and never implement. And today we are happy that distinguished ladies and gentlemen from different walks of life and representing different stakeholders have come here and represented those different stakeholders and enriched the team here with all suggestions and recommendations, particularly on issues which are something pertinent to the region from the state's perspective and from the regional perspective, and also on the issues which are from national perspective. And particularly this another aspect of this committee is that to engage in this whole massive exercise, the Honorable Congress President has constituted a committee, a manifesto committee of the Indian National Congress. And under this committee again we have divided into different subgroups so that we can reach out, because it's an outreach program. So keeping in mind the basic exercise that involves in this whole process, we have divided this committee into 10 committees, and this is one of the committees. And each of these committees have been assigned with dedicated themes, dedicated subjects. in addition to the general subjects, so that we also focus on those few themes. And those dedicated themes for this subcommittee is on the state-central relations, on the regional issues, on the border issues, on the issues of migration and immigration. So while we talk about regional issues, it encompasses various challenges linked to region. So we have had similar exercise in different parts of the state, and when we interact and when such consultations were held, we were able to see that different regions have different issues, and therefore they were required to be factored in a manner that actually deals with specific challenges and concerns of those issues. For example, when we talked about the issue of migration, immigration, when we had this similar exercise in Punjab, the Punjab state has its own challenge of the young people, young men and women migrating beyond the international borders in search of livelihood, in search of career. So, different states have got different kind of factors, the catalysts which act as catalysts to create that kind of situation. So therefore, this consultation has definitely enriched the Indian National Congress, and we are still seeking such suggestions and recommendations from all the citizens of this great nation, even who do not have the time to come and participate in this type of consultation face to face, but to take advantage of the online posting of their suggestions and recommendations through a dedicated email for this particular manifesto committee. And this dedicated email that is available for this manifesto committee, through which our friends representing different stakeholders can post their suggestions and recommendations, is manifesto@inc.in. I repeat, manifesto@inc.in. So this is an email which is a dedicated email address for friends to be able to post their suggestions. And I'd like to end our whole exercise by the end of this month, but we have extended our exercise till 1st of February. Our next programs are in Bihar, then in Kolkata, and one more states in Northeast. Okay.
Habakan tho ya ke BJP bat ya ke seng NPP bagi dai ke seng sain partai ki bala syukur Paidbah ya ki Paidbah u Dr. Mukul sangma ulaong bagi jingkular jong ke BJP kim syamla urlong satya kumbala klei syua ke election ulakan tho aru ya ke seng NPP ke babat ya ulakam sensyar hakani ke Jylla Meghalaya da ka baong ba ka sulap men tang ban kular bat ban penbe ya ki Paidbah klem da pun urlong wat tang ya ka weiru ke jingkular.
The approach of the Indian National Congress is very, very different. We don't make promises what we don't want to intend, what we don't intend to implement, what we don't intend to fulfill. I think it has happened even with the states. In 2013, we had the party manifesto. We have done auditing of our own manifesto in respect of what we have promises and how far we could achieve and how far we could implement. We don't make promises just like that. Like what was promised in 2018, in 6 months, the coal mining will be open. Both by BJP leadership, even Rajnath Singh ji, when he came, he said that statement. Even the union ministers gave that statement. So it was with the knowledge of the Prime Minister. And then earlier in 2014, bringing back the black money and then 15 lakhs in the account. These are promises which are on record. The nation knows it. Where have those promises gone? That means they make promises just to get vote. That means it's full of lies. It's full of lies. Now we have seen how in 2018 here in the state election also, they were very happy in engaging lies after lies, lies after lies. They continue to lie. Even after government formation also they continue to lie. You have seen how they have lied in the assembly when the issue of illegal coal mining was taken up. They lied in the house. And before the session, when the instances of illegal coal mining was brought to the notice of the government, it's an important responsibility of everyone, particularly elected representatives, and particularly the opposition, to draw the attention of the government, the leadership of the government of the day, on anything that's going on which is against the interests of the state. Therefore, fulfilling our responsibility and responding to our call of duty, we drew the attention of the government, the Chief Minister, and cautioned, look, this is what is happening. The next day, after reading the paper, he gives a press statement saying, there is no illegal mining. Lies. Whom did he lie? He lied to the people of the state. He lied to the people of the nation. So lies after lies during the election, lies after the election. I don't know, they must have opened a good school to lie, art of lying. But Indian National Congress has a system. We don't lie. The complexities of the problem, why there is a complexity? Okay, because there are divergent views. And because there are the diverse background of people who will ultimately articulate them in the manner they feel is correct. And also the diverse stand taken by different political parties. So therefore, if from our side, if we are able to ultimately bring all the political parties on board on one particular contentious issue, then we need to also tell our counterpart, look, please try to do this, we have tried to do this. And then whether they are being able to do it or not, we pursue it. I had number of talks in course of this kind of meeting convened by Government of India in internal security related issues and all, because internal security related issues across the nation involves the active involvement and cooperation of the state. Therefore, there is your ecosystem which is required to be created for such kind of political parties to come together and agree together. So it did not happen. He said that, Mukul, I am not being able to convince this AGP. I am not being able to convince the BJP. They have their other agenda to say that, okay, no, so they have some agenda to say that they don't want to ultimately even engage in discussion with the political party in power. So that is what he told me. Now they may have reasons not to agree. That's why we have to ultimately reach out in a manner that we put the interests of the people as number one priority.